YouTube salute. All right, we about to compare Randy Moss and Terrell Owens, which is the better receiver. So if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Also, cast your vote for Kofi's Hip Hop Hall of Fame. The link is in the description. All right, so let's start with Randy Moss. He came into the NFL in 1998, was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. He played for the Raiders, the Patriots, the Titans, and the 49ers. All right, Terrell Owens came into the NFL in 1996, 2 years before Moss. He played for the 49ers, the Eagles, the Cowboys, Buffalo Bills, and Cincinnati Bengals. Both of them play the wide receiver position. Randy Moss is 6'4", my height. Terrell Owens, 6'3". Moss, when he was playing, he weighed around 215 pounds. Terrell Owens was between 226 and 230. Moss was the 21st overall pick in the first round in 1998 by the Vikings. Terrell Owens was the 89th overall pick in the 1996 draft, third round by the 49ers. Super Bowl wins, they both have no wins. Super Bowl appearances, Moss was in the Super Bowl twice with the Patriots and the 49ers, 2008 and 2013. Terrell Owens one time with the Eagles. Playoff appearances, 7 by Moss, 8 by Terrell Owens. Awards and honors. So Moss was inducted in 2018 and Terrell Owens was inducted in 2018 to the Hall of Fame. None of them have MVPs, no Super Bowl MVPs. Pro Bowls, yes. Moss have 6 Pro Bowls. Owens have 6 Pro Bowls. First team All-Pro, Moss 4, Terrell Owens 5. Second team All-Pro, 0. NFL receiving yards leader, 0. Receptions leader, 0. Touchdown receptions, yes, 5 by Moss. Terrell Owens has 3. NFL Offensive Player of the Year, 0. Moss won Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, 1998. Yes, I remember that. So, Moss has 218 games. Terrell Owens played 219 games. Started 193 by Moss, 201 by Terrell Owens. Past targets, Moss had 1,741 thrown his way. 1,867 by Owens. Moss has 982 receptions. Terrell Owens, 1,078 receptions. Receiving yards, Terrell Owens beat out Moss 15,934. Moss had 15,292. Yards per reception, Moss wins that category, 15.6 compared to 14.8. Receiving touchdowns, Moss has 3 more than Terrell Owens, 156 to 153. Receptions per game, 4.9 for Terrell Owens, Randy Moss 4.5. Receiving yards, 70.1 for Moss, 72.8 for Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens has less fumbles than Moss, 11. Moss has 16. Playoff stats. In the playoffs, Moss has 54 receptions. Both of them top 54 receptions. Moss have more receiving yards, 977. Terrell Owens has 751. Moss leads yards per reception in the playoffs, 18.1 compared to 13.9 for Owens. Touchdowns, 10 to 5 by Moss. Receptions per game, Terrell Owens has more, 4.5 to Moss 3.6. Receiving yards per game, 65.1 compared to 62.6. Moss wins that. Terrell Owens has 2 fumbles in the playoffs. Moss has none. Best season stats. Moss had 111 receptions in 2003 compared to 100 receptions by Owens in 2002. Receiving yards, 1,632 in 2003. For Moss, Owens 2,000. He had 1,451 yards. Yards per reception in 1998. Moss, as a rookie, had 19 yards per reception. Owens had 16.7 in 2007. Moss, when he was with the Patriots in 2007, had 23 receiving touchdowns. Owens only had 16 receiving touchdowns in 2001. Moss' longest reception was 82 yards in 2004. Owens was 2009, a 98, what you call it, 98 yards, longest reception. Let's go into the breakdown, y'all. So, what do we have here? We have the super freak Randy Moss versus T.O. You know, two of the best wide receivers of all time. We talking about from 1996 to late 90s to like the late 2000s. These guys were a freak of nature. They did things on the field that was unbelievable, surreal. I never saw it before. Randy Moss was part of two highest scoring offenses in the NFL history, which was on the 1998 Minnesota Vikings and 2007 Patriots. Terrell Owens, he's been to two conference championships and only one Super Bowl, but has no ring. Moss had went to three conference championships and one Super Bowl, but only has no ring. Let's see what else we can say. Randy Moss' unparalleled combination of height, speed, and vertical made him into the greatest deep threat of all time, and I agree, he is the greatest deep threat of all time. Terrell Owens, at normal strength, contributed to him arguably being the hardest wide receiver to take down in the open field in league history. That is true also. Now, this is hard to judge, but I have to go by the weaknesses. Let's see the weaknesses. Randy Moss' weakness was when he wasn't focused, he just gave up. That's why when he played with the Oakland Raiders, they thought that his career was over because he wasn't putting too much energy. But it's just he needed a jump start, and his career was galvanized when he went to the New England Patriots. Terrell Owens, he was actually doing great with the San Francisco 49ers. When he went to the Philadelphia Eagles, he was on a whole nother level. I felt he was probably the best receiver at that time in that year. But him and Donovan McNabb had that fallout. Remember, Terrell Owens had that ankle surgery, but he still came back like a beast and played against the Patriots in 2004 Super Bowl. But when he had that little fallout with Donovan McNabb, he was just kind of like, you know, being cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Then he went to Dallas Cowboys, and he was over there. He's rejuvenated his career, but he still having problems, crying over Tony Romo and all kind of other shit. So they sent him to the Bills, and even when he was with the Cincinnati Bengals, his career still was good, but nobody wasn't still trying to take a chance with Terrell Owens. Moss, when he was with the Patriots, I felt that he was the best receiver in the league, hands down. Nobody couldn't see him. He was doing everything. You couldn't guard him. You could put a cornerback like Champ Bailey at that time, or Nassim Asmar, or even Darrell Reeves. It doesn't matter. Reeves, he was going to get open and catch the ball. I felt that his meltdown with Brady that sent him to the back to the Vikings, it just felt that like his career was never the same. Then he went to the Titans, but when he went back, when he went to the 49ers, when he was with Kaepernick, he didn't go back to elite level status, but he still was like a threat to be dealt with. So you did see some, glances and some, oh, wow, look at Moss doing that again. If I had to pick, I'm not going to pick, but Moss to me is the receiver you might need if you're looking to be dominant, to go over the middle, to go down the field. Nobody's going to, shut him down. Terrell Owens, he was catching balls in the slant, the post. He was, doing great curls. It was hard for a cornerback to actually bring him down, even a safety to bring him down, even linebackers. Terrell Owens wasn't scared to go across the middle. Everybody knows that. People used to question Moss because he didn't go over the middle. Moss used to go over the middle. There's a lot of times I saw Moss go over the middle, especially when he was with the Vikings and with the Patriots. I saw Moss when he played against the Colts, and this was a game when the Colts and the Patriots were both undefeated. And this is right before they went into the Patriots went into a bye week. Moss ran he ran a post, probably like a 10-yard, straight out. Then he cut to the left, a post, and caught the ball with one hand. Got hit like by who was it? Bob Sanders hit him. Bob Sanders did hit him, and he caught the ball. So I don't know why people say that shit. That's to me, People don't watch football. People just want to watch and listen to what the analysts say. But I pay attention to everything. So to me, it depends who you want to go with. Moss, you know how dominant he is. You saw the season he had in 2007 when he went to the Patriots, because even Brady had 50 touchdowns that year, and he had 23. Owens was always great as far as when he had a great quarterback and a great system around him. He was able to do what he needed to do, and he was unstoppable. So it's no right or wrong. Let me know who you pick and who you going for. Post your comments below. Hulk smash Black Panther, the like button, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you'd like to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon, patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Until next time, peace.